All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Kill. Hey, turn. Pilot, 64. Wait. 5. Shift. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On the tackle, it was Greg Stroman, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
Brings up second and 7 at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Third and long for Prescott. Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Look, squeeze.
Let me know right now. You better bring.
Now. Hey, zoom.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike 47. Yeah.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Watch the run.
Go out.
Check 13. Check 13.
5.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
1st down, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. On 2nd down, Kamara. And an alley to run. And they work this out past the 25. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have him pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Prescott, and Josh Hill has it. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. 2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Prescott now. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Hey,
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey.
Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
Look at me. Door. Hey, exit. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on his teammates. It's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The open man is Smith. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check right. Watching your body.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, and he's going to go down again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
45. Mike, 45. Hey.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Falcons 0.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Let's go.
Hey, Hayward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. David Onyemata in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's going to float this one deep, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's Prescott. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, high 7, 2.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, wahoo! Get it!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
I'm coming. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Prescott from the gun. Looking long for Thomas. He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He gets it to Thomas. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Wide, get wide. Hey, check white 47, check white 47. Now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Go.
Banjo. 56. Mike.
Go.
56. Let's go.
Deep ribbon.
He'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In your face. Alert 3.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Watch out.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Prescott to throw this time. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to... He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
2nd and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st down, Saints.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A 10th carry for Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and the Falcons grab it. try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check the out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pick 6 all day.
Set, ready? 10-2, sir. Hey, exit.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
Let's go. 56.
Back to throw here. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on third down, very proficient, and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Check three.
Let's go.
2nd and 13. They complete it to Hill. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. Set. Hey, hold on. I got you, son.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, it's Prescott. Open man is Michael Thomas. Thomas barreling ahead. And they do finally get him. But he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Camara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the foot.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And you don't see that every day. Actually lost 14 yards there on the return. But I guess the important thing, they have possession of the football. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Now a first down carry. It's Camara. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together.